Today, from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's the NFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports.
Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Johnson. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So the Eagles now, they'll be in great position here to start things out. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up so he could use the rest, and I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one, because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Reagor, 31 yards. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? A little on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoff. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
It becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed,
pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away.
Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Now Sanders. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And oh, the hurdle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field.
While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field.
While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. It's caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, 47 yards. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for 2 is denied.
Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And this carries into the end zone, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
They'll start with a handoff to Johnson.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down, and
Haskins will throw.
Pressure gets to Haskins, and down he goes.
And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Taking it about the 16. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That'll go down as an 84-yard punt return. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. So his big play capability in full display there as he's able to return that punt for a touchdown.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff.
Fielded right around the 8. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Not only are they in search of their boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
That's the end of the first quarter.
Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2.
As they've got it with a 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Johnson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. And oh, Johnson dinged up a bit. Still down. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll check on his status when we get back. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised him a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped him well short of a 1st down.
Might have needed just one more block as it stands, 37-yard return. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
That'll be caught. Rager with it.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now we have Kelsey, slow to get back to his feet. Appears to be shaken up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And an incomplete pass.
The pass.
That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Deshaun Jackson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Takes it at the 7. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
Oh, look, you can count his carries on 1 finger. They've only given him the rock 1 time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. To try again after the sack. Haskins. And the pressure gets to him again. Khalil Mack in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. On 3rd down, Parrish. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we get you down the coast.